Good morning, everyone, and happy bank holiday weekend. Can you see that sunshine shining through? I could not be in a better mood this Saturday morning. I feel like we've just had the most perfect start to the long weekend. We've got 3 days off and I am seriously excited about it. I am very excited about May this year because we have 3 bank holidays in May. So we basically have the 3 short 4-day weeks, which is so exciting. And today the weather is just giving exactly what we want May to give. I mean, look at this. There is literally not a cloud in the sky and the birds are just twittering away. I've even hung out my washing. That is how much of a beautiful day it is. And you know you are adulting 101 when all you want to do when the weather like this is hang out your washing. Honestly, I feel like such an old woman, but we basically spent a bit of a morning in the garden and just kind of like prepping it and getting it ready for the long weekend because we just want to sit outside and make the most of the sunshine. We've been doing quite a lot of like trimming and kind of just like organizing. So we've been tidying up the borders, and if you saw them recently, you'll know that they are looking a lot tidier. We've got these two, I never know what these are actually called, but they've just been shedding so much. So we trimmed the lawn. We've kind of just been like getting rid of all of the like dead plants and kind of the like mulch, I guess is the best way to describe it, and just getting it ready so that we can do some new planting and make sure that it is spring ready. My hydrangea bush looks like it is ready to burst, which I'm really excited about. And look at my bush, it's coming into bloom. This is just going to be the most magnificent bright blue when it blooms. I'm so excited. And we even have a few buds on my wisteria plant. It's quite late this year. I feel like this time last year it was on full-on blooming season, but we've got quite a few buds that are ready to go, so I'm really hoping that it is going to be absolutely magnificent when it finally does bloom this year. My flowers inside are also looking beautiful. This is the gorgeous bouquet that I was sent from Pandora, and just look at it, pride of place on the kitchen island. I actually spent my morning de-stamening these. Are they stamens? Is that what they're called? I can't remember, but the little orange like seed pods, as you can see, they stain so badly. So I was de-stamening them, and it also helps with regards to Alex's hay fever, because I do find lilies are the only flower that set him off when it comes to like indoor flowers. It's so bizarre, but yeah, they are just looking absolutely beautiful. I'm so in love with those. And we actually have a really exciting weekend planned. We're gonna be having a bit of a movie night tonight. So I know I've spoken about this a lot, and I've been talking so much with regards to like hosting and just prepping for hosting, prepping for summer, and just making sure that our house is like ready for guests basically, because we've never really been a hosting household before moving into the new house, but we absolutely love it. Like this kitchen, this garden, this house was just made for hosting, and it's just one of our favorite things to do. And we wanted to kind of like prep the garden and give the garden a bit of a glow up this summer, because I feel like last summer it was our first time ever having a garden. We obviously moved May of last year and we just didn't really know what we were doing with it. So we wanted to kind of just take our time with it, get used to like having the garden and having that outdoor space and see how we utilize it. And by the end of summer, oh my goodness, the amount of barbecues that we had with friends and family, it was so much fun, and we definitely want to do that more this year. And one thing that Alex said that he really wants to do is basically prep it for like summer evenings. So he's actually bought a projector, we've got a screen, we've got a fire pit, and we're going to do a bit of a test run tonight. We're going to have a movie night out in the garden, which I am really looking forward to. And then tomorrow we're going to view our first wedding venue, which I'm so excited about. I'll see if I can take you guys along with me. I'm obviously not going to say where it is, because chances are I'm going to fall in love with the first venue we see. I'm that person, like, if I know, I know, and it doesn't matter if it's the 1st or the 5th or the 10th, I just know. You know what I mean? Like, I will have it in my gut that that will be the one. So I keep saying to Alex, I'm like, I feel like this is the one. Like, I'm really excited to go and view it. And he keeps saying to me, we can't choose the first one we see, we have to go and see more. So yeah, we're going tomorrow to go and view our first wedding venue, which I'm really excited about. And you guys know what I'm like when it comes to summer, spring, sunshine. My mood goes up here. Like, the sun just puts me in the best mood. It kind of just reiterates how bad my SAD gets in the winter, but Honestly, I'm on cloud 9 this morning. I can't even explain to you. I wanted to show you today's outfit of the day because I feel like I'm finally embracing my spring summer wardrobe. My summer dresses are getting the love they deserve, and this is just an absolute favorite. It's a really, really gorgeous little white cotton Bowden number, and it's one of those dresses that's like so understated yet elevated. I think is the best way to describe it. Like, there's not too many design details to it, which is what I really, really like. There's nothing trend led about it. Like, to the girls that don't like the puffy sleeves, you're gonna love this dress because they're just really elegant. Love the fact that it's kind of got this more like Peter Pan collar with the little V. It's got an elasticated waistband, pockets, which I feel like always just completely changes up a dress, and it's got the cutest little like tiered detail on the skirt, and I absolutely love it. It's exactly the kind of dress I want to wear on a day like today where I'm just going to be in and out of the house. I want to be comfortable yet still look super elegant, and I've just paired it with my little Fairfax and Favour loafers, which I absolutely love. These are like my indoor outdoor shoes. I wear them a lot if I'm like going in and out of the garden, and I just think they pair so beautifully with a dress like this. Guys, I know what you're thinking. It's been far too long since we had a clip of Alex cooking. So look who's here, making lunch.
It's Saturday. Saturday's bacon and egg day.
See, I was going to say, so of course, what are we having for lunch, Alex?
Bacon and egg.
You're also looking very summery. We're matching in white today. How cute is this? Alex has even got the shorts out. That's how warm it is.
Just a couple of cuties.
Just a couple of cuties in our white outfit. A little while later now, Alex and I have basically just been cracking on with a few like weekend chores that we have been meaning to do. We did a quick trip to the recycling centre to get rid of all of the cardboard from so many deliveries recently. The snug sofa, the fire pit. We also did a food shop for something quite particular that I've been wanting it to do recently. This is probably gonna sound so lame, but I have been really, really wanting to do what I'm calling my hosting shop. Obviously, I know we keep talking about hosting at the moment, and we actually have Alex's parents coming to stay with us next weekend, which we're really, really looking forward to. And I've just been wanting to do a big old shop full of things that are basically really, really good to have in the house for when we've got guests over. So let me show you what we got, because I feel like this is like a good mixture of things that are just handy to have in the house whenever people come over to visit. And then it also means if you've got like last minute guests, you know you've got things in. So starting with, I mean, this is mainly for Alex, the Guinness. He will always be drinking Guinness when the rest of us are on any kind of like cocktails or anything like that. I've then gone for the Fever Tree tonic water, which is obviously great for gin and tonics and things like that. So I've gone for the tonic water. I've also gone for the premium lemonade because I'm more of a gin and lemonade kind of a girl. So I just picked up these little cans because it's just super handy for everyone to help themselves to. With regards to all of the spirits and stuff, we've already got everything that we need with that. I felt like it was just more of the like mixes and things that we were missing. I've also picked up a couple of lemons and a lime just so that if people want to, you know, cut them up, put them in a drink. I feel like it's always really lovely just to like dress your drink a little bit. So picked up a couple of those. I've then gone for a lot of non-alcoholic versions because I actually have quite a few people in my family who are non-alcoholics. Non-alcoholics? That's not the word. Who don't drink alcohol. So I feel like it's really, really lovely to have those options in the house as well. So first of all, I picked up a couple of these. These are like kombucha drinks, which are really nice. This is a raspberry and elderflower. So I think it's always really lovely to have a couple of those. I've then picked up the Robinson's fruit cordials, and I know I've spoken to you guys about these before when I was doing a roast a couple of Sundays ago, or I say a couple of Sundays ago, quite a few weeks ago, and I've already made my way through this crushed lime and mint one. So it's like a fruit cordial, which if you don't know what that is, it's kind of similar to like a squash. You just put it like a shot of this at the bottom of a drink, fill the rest up with water, and it's just like a really, really lovely flavoured water. This crushed lime and mint is literally like a non-alcoholic mojito. It's so, so lovely. So perfect for a day like today when you just want something like really nice and refreshing. So I picked up that. I then also saw the raspberry, rhubarb and orange blossom, which sounds very summery and fruity and delicious. So we might crack that open today. And there's also a pressed pear and elderflower, which I thought would be really, really lovely. So just like with ice, with maybe like a slice of lemon and some mint inside. I picked up a little mint pot because I've been talking about wanting to get some mint for a while, and I just think it's so nice to be able to chop off your own mint and put it in your drinks, whether you're having a mojito, whether you're having like a fruit cordial like this. I just think it's so, so lovely. So I've got a little mint plant that I need to pot up and we can keep in the kitchen, which is really, really lovely. And then I've got a few other non-alcoholic things. I've got an appetizer and some Diet Cokes because I think those are always really good to have in the house. It's like a big crowd pleaser. I've then gone for this, which is the Innocent Energized Smoothie, because I feel like when the weather's like this, I just want to drink a smoothie. But I don't know if I'm the best person with regards to like making them myself. I've got lots of like strawberries and raspberries in the house, but I feel like with regards to actually making it with a NutriBullet, not the best. So I felt like it was just a lot easier to pick up one of these because I really, really love the Innocent smoothies. I then got a couple of packets of crisps as well, just for whenever people are over, you can just pour out some crisps in a bowl and just let them munch away. So yeah, I feel like it's just really handy to have all of these things in for whenever guests are coming around, whenever we've got company, and it just means that we've got everything kind of like situated and sorted for non-alcoholic and alcoholic drinks for all of our guests. So I'm gonna put these away now. Okay, I've done you the raspberry, rhubarb and orange blossom, and I've got the lime and mint one. So let me know what you think, because I've not actually tried that one. Give it a little...
Because it's pink doesn't mean it's not man.
Give it a little taste test.
It's quite nice actually.
Do you like that one? Do you want to have tried my one? I've even got like a little bit of mint.
The only thing I'd say is it feels like it needs to be like a fizzy drink.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a cordial, so it's supposed to be flat. But I've got the lime and mint one, which I really like.
Yeah.
This one's like a mojito. Do you want to try it?
If you did this with like lemonade, this would be really nice.
Okay. I can do that with lemonade next
Don't
time.
get me wrong, it's
Try
quite, it's refreshing, but...
I like that one. I'm going to give this one a try.
Yeah, I just feel like they should be fizzy.
No, see, I like them flat. I mean, I can always do yours with lemonade if you want, but yeah, it's just really nice to have those cordials because this is a lovely, refreshing drink, and Alex has just been working really hard getting the garden organised and sorted and the fire pit set up, and guys, you're not ready for this. Look at how this is looking. Oh my word, I could not be happier right now. So as you can see, we've had a little bit of a furniture switch up. We felt like this, we wanted to be much more of like a social area, and then it also means that when it's hot enough, we can open the bifold doors fully and it feels more like a double room, if that makes sense. So we've kind of gone for the like almost like a barbecue area. So the plan is the barbecue is going to sit here. Alex is just sorting out this table at the moment, but the barbecue is going to go here whenever we are hosting, and then we obviously have that table to sit and eat. We've got this kind of area to relax in and chill out in. We've got the parasol up so that we can basically spend the rest of the afternoon out here. But I put the Zara cushions on here, and I think they just look so much better. It just kind of like fills the space a bit more, and as I've said before, but I just love the piping. I think it looks so lovely. We've got my veg trug in the corner, which just makes me really happy because obviously this is just kind of like my little food area, and I've just kind of like moved around the pots. This ranunculus pot is not looking good, so I think I might have to repot something in there. And then we've got another ranunculus pot over here. We've got a couple of these little lanterns, which I showed you quite a few months ago, which I'm so excited we can finally put out. I've got my rhododendrons over here. Then we've got the other little Zara home lamp that we've just put up on the pergola. So I'm really excited to have a bit of an evening out here. I think we're going to just spend the rest of the afternoon relaxing and just chilling, and it's just going to be so perfect. Alex, you literally look like you just are on holiday right now. I'm loving this. This is exactly what we wanted. And look at the fire pit that he's organised. Oh, it looks so good. Where did you get this from?
What, the
actual fire pit? Yeah.
Amazon.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, I will link this down below if anyone wants to shop it, because Amazon come through, and we've just filled it with all of the logs and things like that.
Just to explain my reasoning for getting this particular one is that I feel like it's big enough for everyone to keep warm.
Yeah.
It's a 2-in-1 in the sense
what do you mean?
It's not only a fire pit, it comes with a grill top.
Oh,
so
that's
you
cool.
take the lid off, and you can put a grill over the top and flame cook some mighty meats.
Which we are planning on doing tonight, aren't we? We're going to do burgers tonight, which I'm so excited. But look at the situation, it's just making me so happy. And yeah?
And it's got some, they're not quite like vents, but basically there are like, the way the bottom is built, there is airflow in the bottom to keep the fire going.
Oh, that's clever. That's very clever. You did your research.
And it's not that bad as well.
What, price-wise?
Yeah.
Cool. I will link it down below if anyone wants a new fire pit. So I'm going to get myself comfy and situated on the sofa and just spend an afternoon out in the sunshine. Well, I think that it is safe to say that this has just been the perfect way to spend a bank holiday Saturday. We've literally just spent the entire afternoon in the garden, soaking up the sun, getting all of the vitamin D that we can. I'm not gonna lie, I've just run up and got my Bowden cashmere cardigan on because it has started to get a little bit chilly as the sun has started dropping, but we are waiting for the sun to drop. We are waiting for the sun to set because we have such an exciting evening plan. This is like a proper bucket list moment for us, and something we used to speak about all the time that we would love to do when we get a garden, and that is a movie night in the garden. So we've got the projector set up. Alex has just been setting this up and getting it organized. So we're gonna light the fire. We've just put some concrete slabs down just to make sure that the decking is completely safe and secure. So we're going to light the fire. We're going to do burgers tonight, and Alex actually wants to do them on the fire pit. So we're going to grill some burgers and enjoy a movie night outside. It is starting to get quite chilly, so I think what we're going to do is just layer up with blankets, get really nice and cozy. Hopefully the fire will keep us nice and warm as well. But honestly, I'm so excited. This really does feel like such a bucket list moment. I mean, look at the setup that we've got. Like, this is literally just the dream that we have always wanted. We've got the sofa set up, the fire pit, a little chairs, and the projector. Oh my goodness, I am so excited for tonight.
Folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Stop giving back. Honeysuckle, fresh cut grass. I could really use some stuff like that.
Good morning everyone, and happy Sunday. It is the next morning now. We had so much fun with the fire pit and movie night last night. You would have seen we watched Top Gun Maverick, which is one of those films that I think we've watched maybe half a dozen times. How many times do you think we've watched it?
I'd say we've only watched it like 500 times.
Literally watched it so many times, but it is one of those films that I know it only came out last year, but it is such a classic. So we chose that for our movie night last night, and it was so much fun. But we are up bright and early this morning. We're a little bit blurry-eyed because we didn't get to bed till like gone midnight, which is way past my bedtime. But we have a very exciting appointment this morning that I think I may have already said, but we are actually going to view our first wedding venue this morning, and I am so excited about it because this wedding venue looks absolutely beautiful. And this is one of the things that we both said that we think is going to be one of the most fun things actually with regards to wedding planning, because I feel like it's going to be the first domino. Like, a lot is not going to be able to fall into place until we've decided the wedding venue. Even like the time of year that we want to get married, I feel like will be determined by the wedding venue, and like how many guests we can have, what the colour scheme is going to be, what the vibe is going to be. I feel like it's really going to kind of like centre around that. And I feel like once we, sorry, that's a big pothole. I feel like once we've kind of like decided that first thing, a lot can start to fall into place, and a lot can start to kind of just manifest itself within the wedding. So I'm really excited to see the wedding venue today. So we're up bright and early to go and view it. I will see if I can take you guys along with me because I think it's going to be so much fun to see. But I am dressed rather smart because I want to obviously look the part as we're going to see this venue. So I've got my favourite little phase 8 jacket on, a little black dress, and my Mulberry handbag. So let's go and get wedding venue viewing. Oh, I'm so excited. we are back home now from our wedding venue viewing, and I thought that we could sit down and have a little bit of like a debrief because it was so beautiful. Let me get my jacket off, let's get comfy. It honestly was such a stunning venue. So we went to go and see a Jacobean manor house in the Surrey countryside, which if you guys know me, you'll know a country wedding is pretty much inevitable. Like that's kind of all that's on the cards at the moment because I'm such a country girl at heart. And what I really liked about this manor house was that it's the kind, I can't remember the exact phrase that they used or like the terminology that they said, but it's basically the kind where you hire out the entirety of the venue for the weekend. So it's not like a hotel where people are maybe staying there, people are like on holiday or anything like that. They have to corner off a section for you. Like, no. You get the entire run of the place, which is what I really liked about it, because it just means that all of your guests can stay for the entire weekend and not have to like worry about, you know, bumping into people or having to stay in particular sections. And so it's really nice and safe. Like they even had cute little like kids rooms, so that if you have kids at the wedding they can just take themselves off, put some Netflix on, and apparently some people even like hire nannies just to look after all of the children that are there at the room. So yeah, I thought it was so cool, and it was really lovely to have a wander around. As you would have seen, I managed to get a lot of footage as we were walking around. They were so friendly, like take as many photos if you want, get loads of videos. Like obviously it was very much a blank canvas, but it's the kind of place where you can kind of pretty much customize it to however you want. The lady that was showing us around was so lovely. Like she was honestly encouraging me. She was like, get the camera out, get your phone out, get some snaps here. So I've got so many photos as well of the venue, and she was really helpful in the sense that we made it pretty clear to her, like this is our first venue that we are going to see. We have no idea what we're really looking for right now. Like we literally got engaged a month ago and we're going to need a bit of help with regards to this process. So she was literally like prompting us with some questions and like kind of trying to explain to us like, oh well, some people do this and some people do that, have you thought about this and have you thought about that, and so many things we were like, oh, we've not thought about that yet. So she was really lovely in that sense, and obviously showing us around the entirety of the estate, and it was absolutely beautiful. Like the original Jacobean features that it has are just so stunning. Like the original paneling in the ceremony room was gorgeous, like the fireplace, the windows, the brickwork, it was just absolutely stunning. And as I said, it was very much a blank canvas when we went there. A lot of guests were actually leaving from a wedding that had happened yesterday, so they're obviously taking down all of the decorations, which we kind of liked in a way, because obviously you could just see the kind of canvas that it is, and it's the kind of place where you can just literally have your way with it. Like you can run with it and have it as bespoke as you want. They were showing us loads of different photos, and it's amazing to see how different the venue looks depending on how they've like styled it. So it swings and roundabouts, because obviously that's great in the sense that it will be a completely unique wedding. It will be so personal to us, but obviously it is a lot more work. Whereas some venues I know that I've looked online, it's kind of like, well, we sort the flowers and we can do this and we can offer that as like a package. So it's very much just like, this is the venue, this is what you have for the weekend. You guys can kind of have your say and run away with it. I'm not gonna lie, I was actually really surprised as well to see that this really sold Alex on a spring wedding. We kind of have two seasons in mind at the moment. We're either thinking spring or winter, which is probably going to be no surprise to you guys, because those are basically my two favorite seasons. And when I say winter, I mean like pre-Christmas winter, like early December I think would be so amazing for a wedding. So I kind of want to see venues now and in December, because I feel like those were the two kind of options that we're thinking of. And I feel like Alex has always been very much into a winter wedding. He's always said that he'd love a winter wedding. And after seeing this today, he was like, ooh, I could see us getting married in spring. And I just looked at him like, oh my goodness, you are a changed man. Like this has changed your opinion. But the way they'd like set up the chairs, and you could see that kind of like dome, and I could just picture the flowers, and apparently there's a cherry blossom tree that they had there which had just turned, and it would just be very magical. So it's one of those where I feel like I want to see it in springtime. I also want to see venues in December, so that we can see what we kind of prefer and see the different options, because I do feel like when it comes to wedding venue shopping or like wedding venue organizing, you're kind of just going to fall in love with the venue no matter what time of year it is. Like wherever you go to see it, you're going to be like, yeah, I love how it looks now. So I've said to Alex that I want to make sure that we see venues in springtime and in winter, considering that we're so unsure with regards to the season. I mean, we've got a good few years to think about it and a good few years to plan. So I think this year is just going to be about seeing the venues, locating what venue we want, and then from that hopefully that will help us decide what season we want. And she was showing us a few photos from like winter weddings that they'd had there with like Christmas trees and like gorgeous red roses, and it did just look so magical. And it's the kind of venue where it's very open and airy in every single room. Like there's nothing worse than a winter wedding where it's really, really dark inside the room so no one can get good photos and it's not good lighting. So that was a real tick for me. So yeah, it was an absolutely stunning venue and so, so beautiful, but we did come away going, I don't think it's the one. Like, as I said, I feel like we're just gonna get that feeling and be like, yes, this is the one. So we both kind of got in the car, turned to each other and went, what do you think? What do you think? And we both went, stunning, amazing, beautiful, but not the one. And I'm really, really glad. I feel like it was a really successful trip because I was kind of worried that I was just gonna like fall in love with the first venue that I saw and then nothing else would compare. So I'm kind of glad that I've come away going, okay, it had these tick boxes, like I really liked that, didn't like that. I think that would really, really work well. But just having that feeling of like, okay, it was stunning, but it wasn't the one, gives me a little bit of reassurance that there will be a one venue out there. So I am looking forward to some more viewings and looking forward to some more venues that we can go and see over the coming weeks, because May would be such a beautiful time to get married in. So yeah, really glad that we went this morning, and I didn't want to overwhelm us. There was like a few venues around, so we could have done like 3 or 4 within the same day, but I wanted to start small with just one venue. It was only like an hour's drive, so it wasn't too bad for us. So I would say it was actually a very, very successful morning in the sense that it was just like the perfect start to the wedding planning and the perfect first venue to go and see. So I'm very excited now. I feel like this has officially kicked off the wedding planning and I am excited to get starting and to really throw ourselves into it. So yeah, if anyone knows any venues you can recommend around Hampshire, Surrey, we are completely open. Like we would even go up to the north of England, and we've even spoken about maybe getting married in a castle in Scotland. So I think we will definitely do like a weekend away in Edinburgh and explore local like manor houses and castles and wedding venues up there. So if anyone has any recommendations, do let me know, because at the moment we are completely open and there are so many possibilities that we have. So yeah, feeling really, really good. It's a little while later now and I've just had a very exciting delivery, not one, but 2 H&M deliveries. I placed a little order earlier this week for some really gorgeous new in spring summer pieces. It was on a really sunny day and I was feeling very inspired to update a few bits in my wardrobe, so I wanted to show you what I've been picking up. So they've literally just arrived. I thought that we could unbox the pieces together and I can kind of chat you through some of the items, because I feel like with regards to my wardrobe at the moment, I am having a little bit of a change up with some of the pieces that I'm wanting to have in there. I feel like this dress is quite representative of that, and I'm really wanting to kind of steer towards that like classic minimalism trend, especially for summer, with just those like timeless classic pieces that I have in my wardrobe that just don't date. I do find some of my like bolder, more patterned, brighter pieces are the kind of items that maybe after a couple of years I move on from, whereas the items that are like completely plain, that maybe are a bit more minimalistic in their styling, they're the ones that I keep in my wardrobe for years and years. So I wanted to add a few more of those kinds of pieces into my spring and summer wardrobe, and I felt like H&M had some really, really gorgeous items that ticked those boxes. So this first item I am so, so excited about. It's this really, really gorgeous dress. Now I actually discovered these as tops first, and then I discovered that they did them as a dress, and it's this really cute little like sweetheart neckline, kind of tank top is the only way to describe it. And I just thought it was so, so cute. So it's like this ribbed midi dress, which I absolutely love for this time of year. They're just the kind of thing that I feel like you can style up in so many different ways. You can wear with like trainers and a linen shirt for something a little bit more casual. Every day you can wear them with like heels and a blazer if you want something a little bit more evening wear, and because of the fact that it's like stretchy ribbed material, they're just super, super comfy. But it was mainly just the neckline that made me fall in love with this dress. I've not seen anything like this, and I love this kind of like sweetheart neckline. It looks a lot more expensive than it actually is. I think this was under £30 if I remember correctly, but I will leave it linked down below. To me it looks like it could have come from Reese, and it also came in a couple of other colors. It came in like an ecru kind of cream, which I think would be so, so stunning, and I think blue. So I'll leave all of those linked down below. But I just thought this dress was such a great addition into my wardrobe, and as I said, the kind of thing that's not going to date, not going to go out of style, and I'll be able to bring out year on year on year. Oh my goodness me, how much is this dress just serving? This is giving me everything I hoped for with this dress. I mean, look at this, look at the silhouette that it gives, and this like bodice shape is just stunning. Oh my word, this neckline, I haven't seen anything like this on the market. I really, really love just how it kind of is like a sweetheart neckline, but not quite a sweetheart neckline. I feel like it's a bit different to anything else that I've ever seen. And do you want to know what's really exciting about this? I always get questions about what bra I wear, and what's really, really exciting is that I'm actually just wearing a completely normal bra. With this dress, you don't have to go strapless, you don't have to go braless, you don't have to go nipple stickers, because I know a lot of you guys don't like that. So your completely normal bra, your very old granny bra like I am wearing now, will go with this dress, which is just amazing because it means that it's super, super comfortable as well. I also love the length of it. I think it works really beautifully with like your favorite pair of sandals. It makes it a little bit more summer appropriate. And I think with just like a linen shirt chucked over the top, this is like a perfect summer day dress, elevated with some cute heels and a little sparkly bag, and you've got something beautiful for the evening. So this is one of those dresses that I think I'm going to get a lot of wear out of. It's super versatile, super comfortable, and of course super beautiful. So I am in love. I feel like I'm opening up a lucky dip with these H&M bags. I do love their more kind of like eco-friendly recycling. Right, so this top is the top version of this dress, and I kind of fell in love with this first. Now I got it in the white for the top because I think I have something not similar, but I do have quite a lot of like black tanks that I already had in my wardrobe, and I don't want to just be like outfit repeating or adding things in that are almost identical. I speak about this a lot, but I feel like when it comes to adding pieces into my wardrobe, there's kind of like 3 reasons to add them in. They are either upgrading something, replacing something, or they are filling a hole. And I feel like I don't have any tops in my wardrobe like this. I just thought this was so, so gorgeous. Like, how Reese does this look? I loved how it kind of like sits, and I love how the neckline looks. And again, it's this like ribbed, stretchy material. I really, really love this like ecru color. I thought this was such a great addition for spring, summer. Love the top of this in white as well. I think it's just so, so beautiful. I think I need to get the black top because they're just so different. Like, I love this little V, love the fact that you can wear a normal bra with it, and I just think it's going to go with so many items in my wardrobe. I'm totally picturing this with like some cute little denim shorts. I think would work really, really well with the white, with the blue, some linen trousers like I've got on. Oh, this is just one of those tops I think is going to be so versatile in my summer wardrobe. I picked up a new pair of linen trousers. Now I got these after seeing, I'm not gonna lie, Sophia Richie's post in the Moldies. I really loved what she was wearing. She had this kind of like one shoulder top with like floral detail and a gorgeous pair of linen trousers, and it kind of made me realize that I'm definitely missing a pair of like casual linen trousers in my collection. And when I saw these on H&M, I just had to pick them up. They're just this really gorgeous white linen with a stretchy waistband, and this to me I think is going to be perfect styled up with like maybe one of those kind of like tees, like a little black racer or something like that, or like a linen shirt. A blue striped linen shirt would go so, so nicely. This is very much that just like off-duty kind of look, and I feel like often I reach for dresses, you know what I'm like, and sometimes it's just really, really nice to have a pair of trousers that can suffice instead. So they're just a really nice wide leg linen, which I feel like is just vital in your spring summer wardrobe. Now I love the linen trousers, but unfortunately they're a little bit too long on me, which I wasn't expecting because in my head the model was wearing them quite cropped, so I was expecting them to be full length on me but not like touching the ground. So I could potentially get them altered, but I'm not sure if I love them enough to pay to do that. I do love the pockets, love the style of them, but as you can see they are quite see-through. You can kind of see where this top ends and where the trousers begin, and obviously if I'm going to be wearing them for summer, I'm going to be tucking tops in, I'm going to be wearing like blue and white striped shirts and stuff like that, and I don't want that like poking through. So I think these are going to have to go back, which is a bit of a shame because I do really, really like them. But I just think they're not quite right. And of course, it wouldn't be a PetiteElliee haul without a little white dress for summer. And when I saw this one, I just fell in love with it. I thought it was so, so gorgeous. I'm not entirely sure what the material actually is. Feeling it, it's not how I expected it to feel, but this is the dress, and I just thought it was so, so cute. It's got this really cute little like broderie detail running through it. It's going to be a little bit tricky to see, but looking at it, it's looking a bit big. Gonna have to see how it fits on, because on the model it was slightly loose, like it was kind of more of like a smock style, but I just really loved the like sleeves, the details that it has running through. I thought it was so, so gorgeous. And for summer, just like a cute little pair of tan sandals and a summer handbag, I just thought this was really gorgeous. I just thought it was such a like classically minimal dress that still had a little bit of detailing running through it. And again, looks so much more expensive than it actually is. So you know that I love that when it comes to adding pieces into my wardrobe. So another gorgeous little dress for spring summer. Okay, love the dress, but I'm definitely going to need to size down in this. I picked it up in a large because I don't know why, but I thought it would be better a little bit oversized. I didn't want it to be like too kind of fitted on my hips, but actually the large is definitely too big. Like it should kind of sit a bit more, like this, if that makes sense. So definitely stick to your normal size if you are looking to pick it up, but it is beautiful. I love it, love the length. I think it sits so nicely just above my knee, and I love the silhouette of it, kind of feminine but still quite loose, which I really like, and the sleeves are just so cute. So it's one of those dresses that I think will be perfect for spring summer. I'm just gonna have to exchange it for a medium instead of a large. A few little updates to add into my spring summer wardrobe, but I feel like a lot of these pieces are real like wardrobe staples. I know I talk about this a lot, but there's like foundational pieces that can really help you build outfits for spring summer, and those items that you're just gonna reach for time and time again. Quite like minimal, I guess that like classic minimalism trend is really what I'm aiming for this summer, and I think these pieces are just so fab to add into my wardrobe for the coming months. So we are heading out this afternoon for a Sunday evening roast at my parents' house. It's always just my favorite way to spend a Sunday, surrounded by family and eating yummy food. And I realized I didn't actually get a chance to show you my outfit of the day earlier, so I'm just got the same look on now. I've just chucked the jacket over the top, which I feel like works so well with this kind of a dress. Like, this really is giving that quiet minimalism trend. It's like fairly understated, fairly easy and chill, super comfy, but looks really elevated. So shoes wise, I've just gone for my beige trainers. I know I speak about these a lot, but they really are that pair of trainers that just goes with absolutely everything. If ever I'm not feeling wearing something like elevated, you know, like ballet flats, or it's not warm enough for sandals but not cold enough for boots, these are just like the perfect go-to shoes. So I really love them, and they pair really nicely with the jacket, which is a really gorgeous little boucle jacket from Phase 8. I absolutely love this because it looks so elevated and chic and formal, but it's super comfy. And then I actually have this dress on, which this is quite an old dress. This is from a brand called Live Unlimited, I think it is, Live Unlimited. And I've had this since last year in my wardrobe, and I absolutely love it. It's just like a really comfy jersey maxi dress, and it's one of those go-to dresses for me that I just reach for time and time again. So I'll see if I can find something similar to link down below for you guys. And this is the exact kind of dress that I mean when I'm talking about the H&M pieces that I'm adding into my wardrobe. Like, there's not really much detailing to this. It's very minimal, very understated, and that's what makes it the kind of dress that I can bring out of my wardrobe every single year, because there's no trend-led items to it. There's nothing kind of like styling it year on year. Like, there's nothing to say to you, oh yeah, that's so 2019, that's so 2018. Like, it's just the kind of dress that no matter what's on trend at the moment, no matter what's like in season, this is the kind of dress that you can pull out and will still look amazing. So that's my outfit of the afternoon, or has been the outfit for the full day. But heading out for a roast, this dress is also great because it's jersey and stretchy. Perfect if you want to eat a lot of food. So we're gonna go and get going, stuff our faces with my mother's delicious roast, and I'll catch you guys in a bit. I'm not sure if I look quite as disheveled as I actually feel, but I'm not gonna lie, I've literally been in a food coma for like the last 3 hours. Oh my goodness me, we had such a lovely time around at my mum's, but I have literally just been laying on the sofa, had a little bit of a nap, considering that we had a late night last night and an early morning this morning, to try and catch up on some sleep and just digest the lovely roast that we had at my mum's. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've actually been crying quite a bit as well, because, and I wanted to show you this before I signed off the vlog, because this is probably one of the most thoughtful engagement gifts I've ever received. And my mum literally ordered this when we first announced the engagement, and every time I've seen her since, she's been like, oh, you do have an engagement gift coming, you do have something coming. And I didn't realize that she bespoke ordered it, so it's obviously taken literally like a month for the like independent business to make it. And when we first announced the engagement, she asked me, am I definitely going to be taking Alex's surname? She's like, you definitely going to take his surname? And I was like, yeah, 100%. Like, yeah, I'm definitely taking his surname. And she just asked me a couple times, like, you definitely taking it, definitely taking it? And I was a little bit unsure as to why she kept asking. I was like, oh, is she getting upset that I'm not like keeping my family name? But it's something that I've always wanted, and I've always found like quite important. And I've always loved his surname as well. So it's something that I feel like just really works, and I definitely always want to be Mr. and Mrs. And let me show you what she got us, because I think this is just one of the cutest things I have ever seen. Now, I've just put a random number on there for now to kind of show you how this works, but it is a countdown, and it says on it, so and so days until we become Mr. and Mrs. Parnell. I'm literally welling up now because I think it's just one of the most thoughtful presents. Oh my goodness me, Ellie, please stop, please stop. It's just one of the most thoughtful presents I think I have ever seen, and it's obviously just the most beautiful kind of like natural wood. This is definitely going to go up on the shelves, and as soon as we set the date we can start the countdown. Maybe for now I'll just like turn these over so that they're just blank, because obviously we don't have a date yet set, we don't know when exactly we're going to be getting married, but then it just means that we can start counting down until we become Mr. and Mrs. Parnell. Honestly, it makes me so emotional to think about, but that was my gift from my mum, and she was so excited for us to come around for the roast because it finally arrived. She's been waiting up for weeks for this to come, and honestly it's just one of the most thoughtful things ever, and I just love the writing on it as well. It's absolutely beautiful. Do you understand why I love his surname? Like, look at the way it's written. It's just so gorgeous. Obviously you guys know me as Ellie May online, but May isn't actually my surname, it's my middle name, which actually is quite funny. It's not even actually my middle name. Well, like, it is. I'm Ellie May, but my full name is actually Eleanor Mary, and I also saw my brother for the first time in a really long time, and he wanted to give me an engagement gift as well, and he found this, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but it is Eleanor wine. Oh my goodness me, I've never heard of anything like this. It's a Piquelpou Perret. I've never tried this before, but it says, "A love affair with French wine was born out of the 12th century marriage of Queen Eleanor of France to Henry II of England. Made from Piquelpou and Terre Blanc grapes grown overlooking the oyster beds of the Bassin de Taille Lagoon in the south of France. This light and fruity wine is delightfully refreshing, served chill on its own or with food." Honestly, I've never seen anything like that. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to open this because it's just so special. So a couple of very thoughtful engagement gifts from our family, and just such a lovely long weekend. The weekend isn't even over. We still got tomorrow left to relax and just recover from a lovely couple of days. I think I'm actually going to leave this video here because I feel like we've had a lot going on this weekend and there's been so much to show you. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed coming and seeing our first wedding venue with us. Honestly, I'm so glad I could take you guys along with me. And the second I know the date, I will be able to actually start counting down the days until we become Mr. and Mrs. Parnell. Honestly, it's making me emotional again. Like, I'm crying just thinking about it because it excites me so much. So I'm going to leave this video here. If you got to the end, leave me the word wedding down below in your comment, or your favorite wedding emoji, because I always love knowing who gets to the end of these videos, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. I will see you in my next one. Honestly, I need to stop crying. I'm such an emotional mess right now. Okay, I love you. Bye.